Hello. So today I wanted to talk to you about ways that you can say no in English. So we can just say no, right? But sometimes people will ask us things or they'll invite us to things, and we need to um, kind of be careful sometimes how we answer what we say. So polite. So polite just means that you uh, act and speak in a nice way, or you act and speak in a respectful way. So, you know, when places that you are going to say no sometimes and you need to be polite, is one of them is at work, right? That's probably the place that you need to be the most polite, right? Um, you can be polite whenever you want, really. So you can be polite when you're talking to people at the store, when you're talking to friends. It's whenever you want to be polite. These are things you can do. But most of these are will help you when you're at work. So the first one that we're going to talk about is invitations. So what that means is when people ask you to come with them to something. So it could be like a party, right? It could be like a New Year's party, it could be a holiday party, or it could just be, hey, do you want to come with us to lunch? So that's an invitation. Somebody is asking you to go with them somewhere, right? And sometimes we don't want to, or sometimes we don't have time, or we have other plans. So this is a polite way to just say no to invitations. You can say, I can't, I'm sorry. Really simple. Just say, oh, I can't, I'm sorry. Or you could say, I can't right now, but maybe later. So this one right here, I can't, I'm sorry, that's just saying no, right? It's just a polite way to say no. But if you say, I can't right now, but maybe later, what you're saying is you're saying, not right now. I can't do it right now. But you're making it so you could do it later, right? So another time when it's good to know when to say no politely, right? For us to think about when to say no politely. And one of them is someone asking you for help. So someone asks you, can you help me? But sometimes it's the other way. Sometimes people tell you, do you want my help? Right? So sometimes your boss or your coworker will come up and say, can you help me? And sometimes they will see you and say, do you need help? So if you don't want help, or if you cannot help somebody, you could say, I can't right now, I'm sorry. Or again, you could say, I can't right now, but maybe later. So if someone's asking you for help, they're like, oh, can you come help me with my work right now? I'm not done yet, and I don't think I'll get done on time. Sometimes you need to finish what you are doing. So you could say, oh, I can't right now, I'm sorry. Or you could say, I can't right now, but maybe later. So you could say that if somebody's asking you for help, if they say, hey, can you help me? Now, sometimes people will look at you and they'll go, do you need help? So you're doing your own thing and somebody comes over and they say, hey, do you need help? And what you could say, if you do not want help, you could say, I am okay. Thank you. That's saying no. You're telling them everything is okay, everything is good, but thank you, for asking if I needed help, for saying, do you need help? So you're telling them no, but you're telling them no in a polite way. Or you could say, I am okay, but maybe later. So when you say maybe later, that means you're making things so you could get their help another time or later. So you're saying, I'm okay right now, but maybe in the future, maybe later, I will need your help. So the other thing that happens a lot, this happens to me, is when someone suggests you do something. Now, what does that mean? What does suggest mean? So in English, we have the words telling, right, and suggest. So telling is when somebody talks to you and they are telling you to do something. So they are giving you an order, right? They're saying, I need you to sit down. So you sit down. Now, when somebody suggests something or you get a suggestion, then that's like somebody giving advice, right? So instead of telling you, go sit in the chair, they say, you should sit in the chair. So they usually use words like should, could, would. Those are the kinds of words that they'll use because they're giving advice. They're not telling you what to do, but they're saying, oh, I think you should do this. So it happens all the time. We're at work, somebody says something, they give us advice like, oh, I would not do it that way, you should do it this way. Or sometimes your family will talk to you like this, like, oh, you should do this and not this. Or you should buy a car instead of taking the bus. Those are things that people say to us. And so sometimes we need to say, no, no, but we need to be polite, right? So if somebody suggests something like, you could do this, I think you should do it this way. If someone suggests that you do something, um, you could just say, good idea. I will do it this way for now. Or I will do it my way for now. So this one is, you say, good idea. You're letting them know, good job. You're saying something nice. But then you're telling them, I will do it my way. Or you could just say, oh, thank you for the advice. You don't have to say if you will do it their way or you will do it your way. You could just say, thank you for the advice, and then do it your way. So it's kind of like saying no, but you're saying, oh, thank you for the advice. Now, some more ways that you can say no, but these ones are casual. Now, casual is what we use around friends or family, people that we are comfortable with. So polite is very nice, very respectful, and casual is relaxed and friendly. So this one, you can use it at work if you want to, if you feel like you are friends with your supervisor or you're friends with your coworkers. So I use these sometimes when I'm at work, but sometimes you have to decide, okay, should I be respectful and nice, or should I be kind of friendly and relaxed when I'm talking to this person, when I tell them no? Usually, when I say no to people, I use casual when I'm around my friends and family, but sometimes I use it at work. But a lot of times it's good to be polite when you say no, because sometimes saying no hurts people's feelings. So it's important to practice saying no in a polite way so people don't get their feelings hurt. But some casual ways to say no are things like, I'm good. Now, I'm good, I am good. What does that mean? Like, I'm good? It just means in English and in America, we say this a lot. I'm good. It just means uh, no, thank you. That's all it means. If you say I'm good, you say it just means, like, it sounds like you're saying no, thank you. Well, not that it sounds like, but people think of it as like you are saying no, thank you. You could say not right now, or you could say I'm okay. Again, all of these just mean no, thank you. Or just no. There's just like, no, I'm okay. So this bottom one, you may be thinking, what does this mean? Mm-mm. So you've probably seen this a lot. And I think this is the same in a lot of languages, but you could just say, mm-mm. And so you just kind of make a mm-mm sound, right? Like yummy, but you just go mm-mm. But when you do that, you need to make sure that you shake your head like this. So you go mm-mm, and that means no. So this one I wanted to talk about because this happens a lot at work, and I know you are really busy right now, so this probably is happening a lot where your supervisor is asking, we have more hours. Do you want to work more? We have extra work. Or they say, can you cover another person's shift? So they're asking you to come into work. And sometimes that's good, right? Sometimes it's good because we want the money, we want more money. But sometimes, like right now, you guys are working a lot harder, a lot more. So you're really tired and you want to have, Saturday and Sunday to relax and to feel calm and to rest. So it's hard to say no, but sometimes we need to, right? Sometimes it's like we really don't want to, we don't have time to work more. So all you have to do is when they say, oh, can you work more hours? You could just say, sorry, I can't. So you're apologizing, you're saying sorry, right? So you're telling them, I feel bad, but it's something that I cannot do, right? Sorry, I can't. Or you could say, I don't think I can make that work. Now, this one's really long, but you could use this one a lot because it's kind of like saying, you're not saying, oh, I can't. You're just saying, oh, I don't think that will work. So I don't think I can make that work is a good way to say no when you are asked to work more. And this is usually, we call it a request. Somebody is asking you to do something, that's called a request. So saying no to extra work, that's a request. So we can say, sorry, I can't, or I don't think I can make that work. Now, the most important thing is to just be clear so people know that they understand that you mean no. So if you can't remember what's the polite way to say it, or you can't think of a polite way to say no, and you're like, should I be polite? Should I be casual? It is okay to say no. Just say no. Can you work more? No. Or no, thank you. No, thank you is more polite than just saying no. So, can you work more? Oh, no, thank you. Or do you want to come to lunch with us? No, thank you. So that's okay. It's as long as you are saying no, you're okay. There are just some ideas to be more polite or to be a little bit more, to say it in a way that makes people not get their feelings hurt. Um, and the other thing I wanted to say is that it is okay to say no. Sometimes we feel like we have to say yes all the time to everything. And sometimes at work, it is hard to say no to things because it's your job. And sometimes you're worried, if I say no, will my boss not like me anymore? Will my boss fire me if I say no? But remember that it's up to you, but it is okay to say no if it is something that you need to say no for, right? So if you are really busy and you know that you're not going to be able to make it on time to work, if you work extra hours, then it's okay to say no, right? If you are done with work and you're really, really tired, but your friend says, "Hey, do you want to come over for dinner?" And you just want to stay home, it's okay to say, no, thank you. It's okay. So just remember, it's important to be clear so you can say no or no, thank you. It's also okay to say no. But if you want to be more polite, you can use some of these things, right, to say things more politely, more respectfully, and so people don't get their feelings hurt. So that's it for today.